you are listening to
The WrestleGeddon Podcast.
the WrestleGeddon Podcast.
What's up, everybody? It is another Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the WrestleGeddon Podcast. We got some stuff to talk about. We got a Night of Champions happening tomorrow afternoon, so we'll give you our picks and do a little preview for that. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be the basis of the show this week, because I don't watch a whole lot. I fell asleep through most of wrestling this week. Long, exhausting week.
Monday, about died of heat exhaustion. Got home, felt sick, went to bed. Last night I didn't get home to midnight.
Jesus.
I've had so long. I think like the earliest I got home this week is probably like 7.
Damn. Whew.
And what was crazy is the day I worked till midnight, I went into work at 5:30.
God damn.
Yeah, that's that day.
Overtime's gonna be nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
Well, I don't know.
All right.
Overtime really ain't all that news in North Carolina because you get
Yeah.
tagged twice.
It seems like the temperature that goes up to like hotter than the devil's asshole, and then everything just wants to break.
Yeah.
It was not fun. If you're in North Carolina or somewhere around us, then like I felt like I was gonna pass out just walking from the freaking Lowe's that I've been working in all week to the fucking car. It's like, Jesus. It's like that heat just hits you when you feel like you're being held down.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck. At least I'm inside the entire time I'm working anyway. So it's like Lowe's doesn't believe in air conditioning at all unless it's freaking cold and rainy outside. Then it's nice and cool in the store. But when it's hot as hell, we're not going to put on any air or nothing and stand there with like sweat pouring down your face as you're climbing up and down the damn ladder.
Yeah.
Terrible. Oh, all right. Well, let's get into it. Let's kick it off with the random band. Well, I should say the random album entrance theme. Let's go.
Gonna have myself.
Well, who the hell put this on so random?
For fuck's sake!
Oh, for fuck's sake, the random album was Imagine Dragons Night Visions Deluxe. Night Visions Deluxe. That's the first time I've actually listened to an entire Imagine Dragons album. But yeah. Carl, what song did you go with off this album?
Do you want me to go first now that we're doing albums?
Yeah, go ahead.
I went.
Which one?
I did the right album, right?
I kind of, you broke up there.
I might have to switch. I went with Hear Me.
Okay. I think that was on that album. I don't remember most of the songs, the names. I went with Demons. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I've heard that song numerous times because obviously it's one of their singles, but it's a good song. So,
yeah. I figured you was gonna go with something else, so that's why I went with that.
Yeah, I had a couple
I lost either volume or you're muted or something. If you're listening live, either you can't hear me or you can't hear Chris. I'm not sure which one. I still can't hear you. So it could just be me. Like, I hope we're not jeopardizing the show just because I can't hear. Could be my audio, maybe. I don't know. Hope he showed me his dick. All 6 inches of it. Trying to figure out the audio.
Okay, how about now?
Now I can, yeah.
Okay. I reset my mic. I don't know what was going on, but just unplugged it, plugged it back in. So I guess that was the issue.
I gotcha. I didn't know if it was me or you, so I may have fucked the live stream up or something.
Yeah, it could have been me. I don't know. But that's all good. All right. So which album we got for next week?
What song did you pick? I didn't.
I picked
the
Demons.
audience heard Demons. Okay. I figured you were gonna. I was gonna go with that. I figured you were gonna go with that. That's why I went with Hear Me.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right.
So next week we have Definitely Maybe by Oasis.
Okay. All right. I know I have not listened to this full album.
And if you want to know, it's remastered deluxe edition. If you're getting technical,
Remastered Deluxe. That just means they put a couple extra tracks on there.
yeah, when they remastered it, I guess.
Yeah. Does that have?
Or did they remaster it and made it deluxe? I don't know.
Songs are on this album.
Looking at the song list, I don't know. This song or none of the songs I really. This is going to be a different one for me. Like
Yeah,
I don't see Cannonball or yeah. So this would be. It's like 3 discs.
Yeah, that wow, okay. That's
I mean, some of them are like different versions of the same song, but still,
yeah.
like 3 discs.
I'm sure there's a couple of these that I've heard. I don't recognize any of the titles.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I was looking for Wonderwall and what's the song was like? Where were you while we were getting high?
Champagne Supernova.
Yeah, Landslide. Champagne Supernova. Okay, I was about to say Landslide, but I was like, no, I think that's Stevie Nicks.
All right, so definitely maybe I'll listen to it. Oh, that was good. Good dad joke there. All right, awesome stuff. So Imagine Dragons Night Visions Deluxe was the album for this week. Next week, Oasis's Definitely Maybe, the remastered deluxe edition. All right, so let's hop over to the ring.
I said, are you ready?
I'm ready. Okay. Like I said, I fell asleep through a lot of stuff this week. It was just like I said, it was a long hot week here. So
Yeah.
and I was exhausted when I got home. I know you were definitely exhausted when you got home. So
Yeah.
it's, not getting home till
Yeah. Did it get canceled or is it still happening? Or
it's still happening. So they're not canceled
Okay.
it. SmackDown was live already today for the subscribers that are on Netflix. So that aired already because Netflix isn't doing like the delay thing, so they're airing it live, regardless of the time zone. So, if you've already seen on social media, you've seen spoilers for it. So, if you're watching live now, Julia just won the U.S. Championship off of Zelina Vega. And then we had a little promo between Jade and Asuka with Naomi attacking Jade. There's a lot of good stuff on there. I'm sure there's some other stuff there. I think the tag team title match is coming up. I think that might be the main event tonight. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but
I think I'm just turning it into that old guy that hates everything. It's like the Julia winning that fucking title. Really?
you knew it was coming. Like eventually, they're gonna put a title on her. So.
I know, but I didn't care for her when she was in NXT, so I was hoping that she would be like one of those call-ups that would just be forgotten. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna happen. I like Julia.
Chris likes her. Of course, he'd like her.
I don't know. It's just like different personality, different character. Her in-ring style is a little different compared to some of the other ones that are on SmackDown now, and it was a good match between her and Zelina. So,
Yeah, I would have kept it
I
on
wish they
Zelina.
would have kept the title on Zelina a little longer. I know that's not a very popular opinion because Zelina has been getting a lot of hate for that title run because they don't feel like she was good enough to be a champion. But that's what can you say about the internet wrestling community? If they're a bunch of dorks, I guess.
I'd rather watch her than Julia. I don't know. I just can't get into her character or her in general. Maybe she's like the Bret Hart of women's wrestling or something, and I just can't get into it.
It could be. All right, we got a DIY.
There's still people to this day that will fight me because of that take. Like, you don't like Bret Hart? He's the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
You just pissed off the entire internet wrestling community. Just with that remark. And not liking Julia.
Yeah. Bret Hart, Julia, Sting. We can keep going. Goldberg.
I'm not a Goldberg fan anymore. Like I will admit, back in his initial run in WCW, I was a Goldberg fan.
I was too. I was a fan. I had a shirt actually.
Now, since he debuted in WWE when they brought him in the first time, I was all right, cool. And then it's like it was completely lackluster. There was nothing really that stood out between any of his matches.
Yeah.
And if it did, it was because of somebody else. Like the first time him and Lesnar wrestled, it was because of Austin, giving everybody stunners. Like that's the only thing anybody remembers from that match. Like nobody gave a shit to begin with. That's why they put Austin in there as the ref. And then like his run after that, like they had him beat Bray to get the Universal title. Like, come on, really? And then we got Brock and Goldberg 2, which nobody gave a shit about it again.
Yeah.
Stupid shit. So.
Yeah, no, I didn't care for him in WWE at all, either of his runs. And WCW, yeah, I was a fan there for a minute. I had a Goldberg shirt. At one point, thought about getting a barbed wire tattoo, you know.
The tribal. I think his son got the same tattoo.
Probably.
Oh, that's cool. Like, if you're a Goldberg fan, like, more power to you. But I'm not a Bill Goldberg fan anymore, and I keep forgetting that's how I'm going to refer to him from now on as Bill Goldberg.
I thought about getting a barbed wire tattoo and a Brahma bull when I was younger. Like, yeah. Brahma bull.
Now, did I buy some Goldberg action figures? Yeah. Like, I'm a sucker for WCW figures. So when Mattel put out the defining moment, or not defining moments, it's entrance greats, Bill Goldberg, that comes with a little stand that plays the music, I bought it. It was WCW Goldberg. So
they come with a
title and the World Heavyweight title.
I was going to say, as if it came with a long hallway.
I should have. And then I got his Ultimate, which I didn't buy that one. I won that one from the being a Patreon member of our friends over at the Fig Cave podcast. So I won that, and that's actually a pretty solid figure. Like, I'm not gonna shit on that figure at all. And it comes with like a little smoke thing that you can put in his mouth. So like when he's doing the thing in the sparklers where he breathes out the smoke and stuff. So, which they went on to put in with the couple of the Great Muta figures to be the Mist.
You can get you some like sparklers and light them up, set them up beside them. Go through.
And you get some security guys. Awesome.
Yeah, I did that. I did that too before, like 4th of July. The like little fountains, like put two beside each other, and then like come out. Also, I used to get like smoke bombs and light them and then like run through them like I was Batman. Like cool stuff you can do with fireworks.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. All right, let's talk some Night of Champions here. We'll break it down here first. The Queen of the Ring tournament, which they did quite a little differently this year. They did the first round qualifying matches as Fatal 4-Ways, which I thought was a good idea. The way you get a few more people.
Yeah, I wasn't upset with that. That's pretty cool.
I don't think I really heard anybody say anything negative about doing the first round as Fatal 4-Ways.
I did.
Oh, really?
I did. It was like, but yeah, the take was like, they're like, yeah, I'm tired of these Fatal 4-Ways when they can't write storylines. It's like, dude, it's a fucking tournament. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't need a
each fucking match. Yeah.
And honestly,
yeah, but they're like, yeah.
If you look at some of the participants in these matches, let's take the Fatal 4-Way with Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Kairi Sane. You had storyline
in it.
Yeah, so you have the continued issues between Rhea and Liv, and then you've got Liv and Roxanne, which that added more to the Roxanne and Liv angle with Roxanne pinning Kairi Sane after Kairi hits that elbow on Liv. So I mean, there's all that stuff in there too. And the same thing when you look at Alexa, Charlotte, Alba Fire, and Candice LeRae. Like they're still building up with the Charlotte and Alexa Bliss storyline. So that played a part in this matchup too. So like not all these matches had a storyline, but I mean, or had something going on in it, but there were enough out of these Fatal 4-Ways.
But yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't mind it.
Of the first round for the women's matchups, you had Roxanne Perez advance, Jade Cargill, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka. And that brought us into the semifinals, which Asuka defeated Alexa Bliss on last week's SmackDown. And then this past Monday, we saw Jade Cargill defeat Roxanne Perez. So, finals tomorrow night for Queen of the Ring. Or tomorrow afternoon, sorry. Jade Cargill and Asuka, which I'm looking forward to this. I'm a huge Asuka fan. I'm a fan of Jade Cargill. So, I'm hoping it's going to be a good match. They're two really big, contrasting styles, especially two women that haven't really worked together a whole lot.
Who you we doing picks?
Yeah, I'm setting up the thing now. I forgot to do that. Man, this is a tough one to pick for this, but I'm gonna pick Asuka.
I'm gonna go with Jade Cargill.
I think mainly I want to see Asuka and Io.
Tell you something they should have did though. They should have named the pay-per-view King of the Ring or Queen of the Ring.
Yeah. Was it Night of Champions last year too?
I can't remember what it was last year, but the fucking it doesn't make sense because none of the champions are champions. Like none of the actual championships are being
There's
defended.
only, maybe two? United States Championship and the WWE Championship.
Cena and Punk, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, and Jacob Fatu and Solo. And that's it. We were supposed to get Dom versus AJ, but Dom is apparently injured. And I guess with the stemming political climate over in the Middle East, I think from what I understand, he pulled out of going.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else we got here?
I mean, to be fair, I don't blame him.
What's that?
I said I don't blame him. Like I wouldn't.
Oh yeah.
Like if it was my life on the line, especially with most of the airports closing down, domestic flights. You know, what I mean, you might get stuck over there. So you never know.
All right. So King of the Ring, Fatal 4-Ways. We had Sami Zayn advance over Penta, Braun Breaker, and Dominic Mysterio. Talk about storyline. That match right there was like one giant storyline between, you're looking at Dom and Penta and Braun. I think Sammy's got an issue with. I don't think Sammy really had an issue with anybody in that. Well, just out of those three. Then you had Randy Orton over LA Knight, Aleister Black, and Carmelo Hayes. Cody over Damian Priest, Andrade, and Shinsuke. And Jey Uso over Sheamus, Rusev, and Bronson Reed. Of course, last Friday on SmackDown, Randy Orton defeated Sami Zayn. And Cody defeated Jey Uso this past Monday on Raw, which was a hell of a match. I quite enjoyed that Raw main event. I had to go back and watch it because I fell asleep.
I didn't see it.
So it's pretty much the only thing I really wanted to see on Raw besides Jade and Roxanne Perez. So, then tomorrow we get Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. The winner of that will go on to face. I guess they're both SmackDown. So the winner of that one will go on to face John Cena apparently.
I guess.
Because it'd be whoever their
Let's see.
the champion of that brand is.
Respect the
If
Respect the
CM
brand.
Punk doesn't win. All right,
So it's like, who do I want to see versus John Cena again? Randy Orton or Cody Rhodes?
it's a tough one.
I'm just so excited, dude. I couldn't pick like which match I'd rather see more. This is how you know you have good booking. Is like when you're like, man, I don't know who I want to see versus John Cena more, Randy Orton or Cody Rhodes.
Well, I'm going with Orton. I think they're gonna hold off on Cody and Cena for a little bit longer.
But we just got Orton and saying that wasn't good.
Did we?
Yeah,
I don't even
that was like
remember.
his first. Wasn't that like his first defense? Was against Randy Orton?
It might have been. But then again, this is at SummerSlam. Is that SummerSlam? Yeah, SummerSlam. That is a tough one. But I'm still going with Orton though.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go Cody. Cody would be the bigger name draw for SummerSlam.
Yeah. Or maybe Seth Rollins will just cash in that briefcase tonight. Who knows? Or maybe, Punk wins and
He cashes in the Money in the Bank for like the ring instead of the title. Like I just wanted to fucking the king of the ring.
no, it's a title match. So Cena wins, or whoever wins, Rollins cashes in on him.
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna do that tonight though.
that'd be great though. That'd be better than fucking John Cena.
Yep.
Retaining to WrestleMania or whatever.
That's true. All right. So the rest of the card, we've got Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, which I'm assuming this is taking the place of Dom versus AJ, which I'm cool with because we're finally getting Kross in a match on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And, it's against Sami, someone that he's been kind of going back and forth with the last few weeks. Building up to something between the two of them. Unfortunately, I don't see Kross picking up a win, so I'm gonna have to go with Sami.
I'm gonna go with Karrion Kross.
You're just picking like all the opposites of me.
One of us was gonna be undefeated. That's one. No, I mean, come on now. You can't just like finally give them a pay-per-view spot and not let them win.
I'm just looking at where they're at too, so I guess we'll see tomorrow the reaction that Kross gets when he comes out, if it's bigger than Sami's or if it's because Sami got a pretty big ovation last year for the Saudi shows. So.
Yeah.
We'll see. We shall see. All right. Street Fight, Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez. Another rivalry that they've circled back around to.
Yeah, I would take Raquel Rodriguez on this one.
Taking Raquel?
Yeah. Because I know you're taking Rhea.
I was going to say I'm going with the obvious, which is Rhea. Send everybody home happy.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Because you are going to send everybody home happy because CM Punk in his Saudi Arabia debut, right?
Yeah. Oh, a lot of people bitching
coming
about
home
that.
champion.
So, a lot of people calling CM Punk a hypocrite and a sellout because of a tweet that he tweeted to Miz. So Oh well. All right. United States Championship match. Jacob Fatu defending against Solo Sikoa. Does Solo finally get gold, or is Jacob retaining?
I think I don't know. I think Jacob retains.
That's my thought on that one too. So, because it just doesn't seem like the right time to drop that title off of Jacob.
No, it doesn't make sense to drop him.
All right, and finally the main event, which we've had a pretty good build up.
I don't know. Did we agree? Did we agree? Did we agree on that pick?
Yeah, we did.
Damn it, Chris.
I'm not picking Solo. I'm picking Jacob. Might be surprised though, and Jacob actually pulls off.
If I could pick Raquel, if I could pick Raquel, you could pick fucking Solo.
Well, I'll fucking pick Solo. All right, I'm picking Solo. Peer pressured me into it. Bully me into picking Solo.
I can't get them all wrong, dude. Come on.
All right. Main event is going to be CM Punk and John Cena for the WWE title. What did you think of Cena's pipe bomb promo thing?
I mean, now that I didn't like it. One, it wasn't really a pipe bomb. Like he just fucking said some names.
It was just mocking Punk. It was basically what it was.
Yeah.
Majority of it was word for word Punk's pipe bomb promo. Just changed up a few things here and there. So
yeah.
But Punk back,
yeah,
I got tonight with a little rap. Coming out to Word Life.
Okay.
Straight up like full on like baseball jersey, the jorts. He had the rings that said straight edge on them or drug free.
Okay.
That's what it said, drug free. The background, the Titantron said Punk Life instead of Word Life.
Yeah.
So he hit him pretty good. So it's one of the lines he got in there was he's like, I know you want to retire. He's, why would you want to work for the same place that just rehired your ex? It was like, oh man, like, Punk has some good one shots in there. So
yeah.
But I'm pretty sure we'll be let down with this matchup. I mean, Punk can't carry the entire match, so I'm sure we're not going to get a whole lot out of Cena like the last few matches that he's had. Unfortunately, this is. I think it's going to be
mostly crowd work, bullshit there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not 2011, 2012 CM Punk and John Cena. So yeah, it's not much is going to happen out of this one. But
we'll take a CM Punk.
Sing it, fucker. I'm not changing my pick on this one. I'm taking Punk too. Okay. I never bet against Punk. So not going to bully me into this one either.
If it makes you feel better, I'll take Cena.
I'll take Cena. You keep Punk.
No, I'll take Cena. I want him to win. He's my second favorite wrestler.
John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett's favorite wrestler.
It is.
Not here to defend himself.
He's probably somewhere worse than the result.
I don't think he listens anymore either.
Yeah.
Guess we'll find out if we get a message in their group chat.
Oh, you fuckers.
All right. I think I watched maybe like a couple seconds, maybe like an hour of AEW and I fell asleep. So I don't even know what the hell happened. Honestly, I don't even remember. I did not get to watch TNA this week. Just
I did see something from AEW on TikTok. I don't know if it was from this week, but I assume it was. That kind of went viral with Briscoe calling MJF said he had a little kosher pickle in his pants.
oh yeah, I
Yeah,
do remember that. Yeah, that was pretty solid. That was after the Hurt Syndicate beat down somebody, a couple another tag team or something. They just beat the shit out of them, then went to the ring and did a promo thing. Then Briscoe came out. I like Mark Briscoe. No,
yeah.
it wasn't too bad. I'm assuming they did more with like Mercedes and Tony Storm and
Yeah.
a few other things.
Which if I get to see it, I would have been down for it. Like I think, that's probably one of the most must-see matches of the year. That
I think
people are
Athena
coming
wrestled
into.
too.
I like the Hurt Business. I like Briscoe. I like a lot of stuff that AEW is doing. Like if they can just keep fucking um, Insurrection or whatever the name of that group is.
Yeah. Oh, apparently Kota
Death
Ibushi.
Brothers.
Kota Ibushi returned.
Oh, did he?
Wednesday night too. Oh,
Yeah.
missed that. Fatal 4-way for the number 1 spot in the men's casino gauntlet. Mark Briscoe versus Bandito versus Roderick Strong versus Takeshita. Women's casino gauntlet number 1 spot was Willow, Athena, Chris Statlander, and Thunder Rosa. FTR versus the Hangman Adam Page versus the Beast Mortos.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I think AEW's been better here like the last couple of months.
They have been. Like their shows have been more
Yes.
enjoyable, or more entertaining, I should say. There's still some parts on
Yes.
there that are like meh. But
I mean, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like even WWE has some mess stuff. Right now,
yeah.
it's really that way. So it's like to me, it's kind of like all the momentum that WWE had. It seems like they kind of lost it a little bit. I mean, there's still some cool stuff like Dom and Jacob, but like a lot of their big story stuff, to me, like I don't really care right now. Like
Yeah.
I don't really care about Becky and Bailey, and don't really care about John Cena. I don't really care about Julia. Like there's a lot of negativity where AEW, like as long as I don't watch the like championship match, I'm good.
Yeah, honestly, I turned on Collision last week, and didn't even get 10 minutes into it because it was Moxley and AR Fox was opening the show, and I turned it off.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. But Chris Statlander and Mark Briscoe won their respective 4-ways for the number 1 spots in the Casino Battle Royals.
Casino Battle Royals.
So that should be interesting. I like the Casino Battle Royals because you always get like that one. You always get like the wild card or the mystery person, which usually ends up being like a pretty decent debut or return or something. So got a little over 2 weeks before All In Texas. So hopefully we'll see something good prior to that, or for those battle royals. Yeah, that's gonna do it on the instant replay this week. So check back with us next week and keep the score at home. We'll definitely run through our picks and see who came out on top for Night of Champions.
Bum, 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 bum.
All right, and now it is time for the Elite the Week. I should say figures this week, as we announced last week. Of course, this is brought to you by EntertainmentEarth.com. Use the code FTCollect. Save yourself an additional 10% off of all in-stock items. Drop shit. All right, so Elite figures of the week this week is none other than the Gorillas of Destiny. Bloodline 2.0 members. Tonga Loa. And Tama Tonga. These are probably, I'm not going to say probably, these are my most anticipated figures ever. Honestly, like, I am a fan of GOD, Gorillas of Destiny, and I've wanted figures for them for so long, like good figures, because Figures Toy Company did make them, but they sucked. So, but we got some decent figures here from Mattel. Kind of excited for. I'll pop out Tonga Loa here first, formerly known as Camacho. Back in the day, I'm surprised he didn't get a figure. Tonga Loa, and he got those crazy eyes.
Oh yeah,
really good scan too. That's a great likeness. He's got the one
number one.
We the ones. So really cool, like ring gear. You know, the T stripes on the pants there. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It does come with another set of hands. Basically, it comes with, it's pretty much the opposite hands for the opposite side. So it's got the one hand for the left hand and the C grip hand for the right hand. Tonga Loa, and of course Tama Tonga. I should have made him like doing the with the like the yeah face instead of just the standard stoic
Regular face.
It's pretty much the same thing with the hands, opposite hands. Right, let's go. Tama Tonga, the good guy. Tama Tonga. Great face scan on that one. Great job with the ring gear. They got that tattoo. Of course, got the one up and standard ring gear. Great figure. Like, I've got no complaints with either one of these figures, so they're pretty awesome. Now I'm just waiting for my Jacob Fatu, and I'll be good.
Fatu.
It's on back order. Awesome. There we go. There's your Elite figures of the week. Good stuff. All right. Let's get into right there. Bam. Guess the Wrestler. Pretty stoked about this one. This is Guess the Wrestler. We're going circling back to Puppet Edition. These are all kings or queens of the ring. I think they're going to be pretty easy because some of them are really dead giveaways. Like
King of the Ring. King of the Ring. Winners. That one is going to be Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yep.
King of the Ring winners.
Like I said, like dead giveaways. Which one's this next one? There we go.
I'm gonna guess this one's kind of like a little tricky. I'm gonna say Harley Race.
That's correct. That's Harley Race.
Okay. I was like, I was either gonna go him or Drew King Lawler, but he didn't have black hair, and I don't think Lawler ever was King of the Ring, was he? That's who Bret Hart beat.
Yeah. This one could. I think I was probably thinking he probably would have went with a Hacksaw with this one too, but yeah. All right. Next one here. This one's hilarious.
I am gonna go Sheamus.
That is Sheamus. Straight up turned Sheamus to I was like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
All right.
If he didn't have the red hair, I probably would have thought maybe what's his face? Like, because he's the only other one I remember with that kind of crown. Corbin, King Corbin.
Oh yeah. Yep. All right. There's the next one.
That's gonna be King Mabel.
That is King Mabel.
I actually met him one time at a Pizza Hut.
Oh, nice. Nelson Frazier.
He's eating a couple pizzas by himself with a picture of Coke. Cool guy.
All right. There's the next one. Our Queen of the Ring.
Queen of the Ring. Trying to remember. It's a Sasha Banks.
It's not Sasha Banks.
Trying to think of Queen of the Ring winners. Queen of the Ring winners. Victoria? Is she ever in Queen of the Ring?
No. There's only been like 4 Queen of the Rings.
I know. That's what I can't remember when they were.
This one was the first Queen of the Ring.
What was that? That when Zelina won?
Yep. All hail.
Got to remember the skulls. Was like I couldn't remember that. I don't remember her with the skulls.
Yeah, this was one of the pay-per-views after she won Queen of the Ring.
Okay, that might have been what threw me off. It's like I'm like, who the hell?
I thought it looked cooler than the other one, so I picked that one.
Yeah.
All right. Dead giveaway. It's too easy.
Too easy.
It's too easy.
Well, we think the dead giveaway is Macho Man.
Yeah. Macho King. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think this one's the last one.
Hey, you kind of fucked him up though, because he's not 4-time WCW champion. He's 5-time.
Well, he's only got 4
It's
fingers.
King Booker.
All hail King Booker.
5-time WCW champion.
Yeah, that's the last one. I love these like Muppet ones. They're freaking hilarious. Especially that Sheamus. How you gonna turn Sheamus into Beaker? Oh man, I think they did that at one point. I think they did a backstage segment with Beaker and Sheamus at one point.
Did they?
I think so. I think it was when the Muppets were hosting. Awesome stuff. All right, let's hop over to No Holds Barred, which of course is brought to you by the store, redbubble.com/people/WrestleGunPod. Buy some stuff. Do it. You know you want to. Buy the stuff. Buy it. All right. Final season of Squid Games dropped today. My kids are excited about it.
Were they?
Yeah. I don't know how they got into
I don't
Squid
think I've
Games.
seen it.
Just really excited about it. All right.
Squid Games, Mr. Beast, all that good stuff.
Yep.
Is there didn't they come out with like a video game for it? Or they're thinking about it or something?
I know they added some stuff to Fortnite.
Okay. That might have been what I was thinking about then.
Yeah. Sinners will be coming to HBO Max. Can't remember I don't think they've got an exact date for it yet, but
Yeah. They have Minecraft on there right now.
yeah, the kids have watched it like 6 times already.
If you haven't seen the Minecraft movie. It is up there.
Yeah, no
Here,
streaming date yet for Sinners, but saw it on the coming soon page on HBO Max. So it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
I'm excited to watch it. I know we were supposed to go to the theater to watch it, but everyone we were going with backed out, so I was like, should have just went. Should have just went. I did notice that Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2 is streaming on Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to sit down and check that out. See the first one. Trailer for the second one looks a lot better than the first movie, so it's gonna have more of a budget.
Yeah.
You can do more. Check that out as well. I don't think there's anything else.
I saw I guess it's called like the V-22 Osprey is what it's called. But I saw, it's like a helicopter, half helicopter, half airplane type vehicle. Yesterday, like my first time seeing one, I was like, saw something. I was like, is that a fucking drone? And then as I get closer, I'm like, oh no, that shit is like huge as hell. And then I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone, and they were like, no, it's like a plane that the Marine use now. It's like it can do shit that an airplane can do, but it can also do shit like a helicopter can do. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Damn. Didn't know they had like made plane helicopter hybrids.
Yeah, that's like it was crazy looking. I saw it, I was like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was by what's that fort? It's like north of Wilmington.
The one in Fayetteville?
No, not Bragg. Like is it like Jacquez or something like that?
I don't know.
Oh,
I just know the Fort Liberty, which was formerly Fort Bragg. That's the only one I know of.
yeah, it's like hold on, I'll tell you the name. I'll look it up. It was like let's see if I can get some stuff to pop up. It wasn't Fisher. It was like had like a French name. I'm pretty sure somebody like that's like the actual
Camp
in the
Lejeune.
military. No, maybe it's like a top secret for it or something. I don't know, but it's not popping up. I was like going from Wilmington to um, I can't remember the damn name of that what town I was going, but it was like uh, up North Carolina, like past Wilmington.
I think it's is it Lejeune that's out there?
Maybe it might have been Little June, but I don't think it was it might have been Little June. Maybe that was what it was. Maybe it's Little June. I don't think I know. Yeah. But yeah, I was out there and I thought, shit, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, kind of threw me off.
Oh man, I don't know what is up with this Bubba the Love Sponge guy reporting on like Hulk Hogan's medical issues.
Who is he?
That radio host Bubba the Love Sponge, the one that the dude that his that Hogan slept with his wife.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
So
that guy.
yeah, so he reported last week that Hogan was on his deathbed, and now he's
Uh,
reporting that Hogan's in a medically induced coma. I was like,
it could be possible.
but like Hogan's reps came out and said like Hogan's not on his deathbed. Like, so I haven't seen anything yet about this coma thing because it just happened a couple hours ago.
I mean, has anybody seen Hogan?
I don't know. He probably did something since his that freestyle wrestling thing has only sold less than 400 tickets in a 17,000 seat arena or something like that.
It's real American beer.
Real American beer. Oh, Lord. So I got a notification from Amazon Music today, which was kind of weird. But they're like, hey, we're offering this to top fans. Only 100 available Wu-Tang albums. I think it was 36 Chambers.
Mm-hmm.
Signed by RZA for $25. I was like, that's a hell of a deal for $25. So
Yeah.
fortunately I didn't buy it. Kind of kicking myself for not doing
I
it.
thought maybe you got it.
I thought about it. Like I had it pulled up and like in the cart and everything. So.
Oh.
I was like, that's pretty cool. I didn't know they did that stuff. Oh shit. Oh man. trying to see if there's anything else. Like most of my damn TikTok feed is all political shit now for whatever reason. And
Yeah.
that new trend where this is my boyfriend. He's gonna tell you about this, so you better listen.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess.
Well, some of those are funny. So, actress Tisha Campbell and had one with her son. Apparently, her son is like a huge Marvel Legends collector. So he was going through his toys. He's like, "This is Beast. You know, he's one of my favorites. It's the Jim Lee version." And she's in the background. She's like, "Jim Lee version." She's like, and his name's Hank McCoy. She's like, "Wait a minute, Hank McCoy? So what kind of superhero name is that? That ain't no superhero name." She's like, "Well, Henry, if you prefer it." And he's like, "Henry? What?" So he's going through these figures. It's just, then she picks up like the Nightcrawler figure. It's just like, this is his brother because he's blue too. Like the kid's like looking at her. They're not related. This is Kurt Wagner. She's like, "What the hell, Kurt Wagner? What kind of superhero names? These guys have lame superhero names." So, well, that was pretty good. Then you got like the other ones with like the wife and the guy showing off his plants and
I guess.
pretty good. I keep telling my wife, she's like, "Do you want to do this?" I was like, "Yeah, eventually." So my husband gonna tell you about his wrestling figures. It's pretty cool though. But I think that's probably one of the more enjoyable trends that I've seen pop up on my TikTok feed.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of positive. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I had anything that was like popping up in mine. Nothing too much.
Yeah, it's not really a whole. It's kind of like a slow week this week. There's not really a whole lot of. But there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's like I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to talk about political crap.
Yeah. We saw the songs from the 90s. Look at a good comeback. Like System of a Down and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Green Day.
and maybe they'll interpret these songs like we did. Not meant to be interpreted, but doubt it. Highly doubtful.
Yeah.
As I keep seeing posts of Gen Z invented a new way to keep sunlight out. They're putting tinfoil on the windows.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the hell are you talking about, man?"
People have been doing that and working on it for years.
I don't know. It's not just to keep the sunlight out, it's to keep the government from spying on you.
Yeah. You can also wrap your cards in it.
And
Keep
keep
people from
the aliens out of your head.
yeah. We know all about the tinfoil.
Tinfoil on the windows, tinfoil hats. Ooh. Montez Ford
Very-
taking out everybody.
I remember when you used to get leftovers from like a restaurant, and they used to give you like tinfoil.
Tinfoil
I don't
swan.
think anybody does. I don't think anybody does that anymore.
Nope. And everything goes in those plastic recyclable containers now.
Yeah.
Or depending on the restaurant, some of those styrofoam ones.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Oh, I don't have anything else for this week. It's been a week.
Hot.
Oh, the freaking new DLC pack for 2K25 dropped.
Okay.
The Dunk and Destruction pack, which has like 3 basketball players. One of them is Shaq. I don't remember who the other 2 are. They're like newer
So
players.
Shaq's in there.
Yeah, Shaq is one of them. One of the players has 50 Cent's Many Men as his theme, but you can't use it for anything else in the game. So, like, if I wanted to, so I have the Gun Club, like, so I downloaded all 4 of the members of the Gun Club, or the Bang Bang Gang, or whatever you want to call them. So
Yeah.
I download their creator wrestlers, so I wouldn't be able to take that music and assign it to them to use as their theme music. It's locked to that specific basketball player, and it's only one you can use it with.
Wow. Okay.
I was like, that's some bullshit. But the best part of this DLC pack is Abyss. We have Abyss
Yep.
as
You get Abyss.
yes. I was like, that is freaking
All they
awesome.
need is
with his TNA music.
they need a Brandy Rose. That way you can do Cody and Brandy versus Jade and Shaq.
Oh man. But we didn't get Brandy though. Ended up being Red Velvet because Brandy ended up getting pregnant. Yeah, so they added Abyss, the DLC for that, and then the Great Khali was in that pack too. So it's like, all right, that's cool. I'm more excited about Abyss than anybody else in there. Personally, I think they should have put Shaq in his Shaq food gear. But it's like, all right, whatever. But one of the other upcoming packs has New Jack in it, so psyched about that one.
Was he come out in like Lakers gear or something? Orlando Magic Shaq? Like what Shaq we talking about?
Let's see, he is in just a black tank top.
This is black tank top. So you got Papa John's Shaq.
Yeah, he's in a black tank top and shorts, it looks like, and he's got the chain with the Shaq logo on it with him like hanging from the rim.
It's like, dude, you could at least give us some Lakers gear or something.
Well, you didn't have to put the Lakers logo on there. You could have just, did it in the colors.
Orlando Magic. Something. Miami Heat.
Something. Trying to find out who the other 2 basketball players are.
Probably LeBron James.
No, it's not LeBron. I know.
Maybe they went with Charles Barkley and Kenny Jet Smith off of TNT. Carmelo, Dennis Rodman.
Nah. It is Tyrese Halliburton.
Mm-hmm.
And Jalen Brunson.
Okay. So nobody really wants to download.
Pretty much. That's why they put Abyss and the Great Khali in there. Like, 'cause people will get it for Abyss.
I don't know who would get for Giant Khali. It's like
Yeah.
you could just make a stick wrestler and it'd be Giant Khali.
Then with Abyss's download in this too, you get Janice, the
Oh, okay.
nail 2x4, so.
That's
And
cool.
a basketball.
And a basketball.
Yep. So I can throw basketballs at people.
Wow.
They had
You
footballs
dodge
in there.
range, you can dodge the ball.
They had footballs in the game already as selectable
Pat
weapons.
Pat McAfee and keep throwing a ball at somebody.
That if you time the reversals just right, you can catch the weapons since you can throw them. So there's TikTok clips of people just sitting there throwing a football back and forth.
Before. That's funny.
So, and it's like it happens like occasionally it'll happen with me. Like I'll throw a chair at whoever computer person I'm playing against, and they'll catch the chair. I was like, God damn it. So, but RVD has the Van Daminator as a chair move, which he hasn't. This is the first game in a while that he's been in that they've actually put the Van Daminator in there.
That's pretty cool.
Now, if they just add the Van Terminator, be good. Awesome stuff. All right. I think that's going to do it for us for this week. We're cool. So make sure you follow us on all of our social media outlets. You can find the link tree in the episode description. And make sure you like, subscribe, share, follow, all that fun stuff. Tell your friends, your neighbor, your barber, your butcher, your bartender, the milkman, the mailman, the lady that does your wife's nails, the guy at GameStop,
Your wife does
your mistress, your wife's boyfriend. Spread the word. Tell them all about us. But yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Next week we'll hit you with our review of Night of Champions, and we'll tally up the predictions and come out on top on that one. We'll have a song for you off of Oasis's Definitely Maybe album. Yeah, that's it. Later, Marks.